So Simon, tough to take defeat here at Silverroyd. What are your first thoughts on this afternoon's game?
Again, I can't. We spoke last week. We can talk about being unlucky. I thought the efforts from the lads again was excellent. I thought the heart, the spirit, and when you get into these runs, these tight games, having had 2 seasons of winning tight games, we're now on the receiving end of just missing out. We had opportunities to win the game today. We didn't take them. We weren't as clinical as maybe we should have been. But in terms of the effort around the field and commitment to the game and commitment to each other, again, can't fault the lads.
That first half performance, that must have been just exactly what you were asking for. You defended well in the first 10-15 and then, you scored the 2 tries, but I guess you didn't put away the chances that you created.
No, and that's the thing, isn't it? So even though we played into the wind first half, we played some really good stuff. We dominated possession. We looked after the ball well. We got our 2 tries. We could have had 1, maybe 2 more, but we didn't take them. And at that point, we could have probably put them away. Unfortunately, that's not the case. They get a try late on in the half, and all of a sudden it's 12-5 at half time. Belief is, with the wind on our backs in the second half, if we again dominate possession, then we'll keep them in their half. But we didn't dominate it as much as we would have liked. And as a consequence, they got more of the ball and they put pressure on us.
Yeah, and was that sort of what went wrong in that second half? Because, of course, you were down to 14 men at one point, and they seemed to dominate, didn't they?
Well, so did they at times. They had 14 men on the field. The referee at times was I'll talk to her later. There was some interesting interpretations. We were the dominant scrum, and yet we conceded 1 penalty, didn't get a penalty ourselves, which was strange. And ultimately the laws on crossing and when people are crossing and taking out players, again, it's all down to interpretation. And today, and this is what happens when you're on a bit of you're not doing as well as you would like, or results aren't quite going your way, interpretations maybe don't always go in your favour.
Yeah, and when that last penalty went over, you went on late to try and score an unlikely try, but you can kind of feel, can't you, around that people are walking home a little bit gutted this afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, at that last play, we've consistently over the last 2.5 years, always gone. We went for the 4th try and to win the game. What would we lost by that? If we kicked the penalty, we'd have got 2 points. We lost the game and we got 1 point. Yeah. So for the sake of 1 point, we went for full 5 because the try would have given us a 5-point win. So, the decision is a good call. Yeah, it's a little bit of a gamble, but we went for 5 points as opposed to losing 1 point. So that's fine.
Yeah, and some of the results in the league haven't really gone your way this afternoon, but I guess the main talking point is the virus that's going around and whether the league will continue or not. How do your players prepare now for the remainder of the season?
We don't. We come to training next week until somebody says we can't come to training or we can't do this, and we go to Pocklington next week until somebody says we can't. So, as I said to the players today, this could be your last game. It might not be a last game. Who knows what's going to happen in the next 2, 3, 4 weeks with regards to this. But we just have to continue as we are. So at this moment, we've got training Tuesday and Thursday. We know that for definite. And we've got a game at Pocklington next Saturday.
And just finally, Simon, rugby's a funny old game, and I guess a message to the fans and to everyone is to keep believing that we can turn this around.
I think my attitude is win, lose or draw. They know, people watch the games, see lads are working hard. They're working hard, they're trying hard, they are putting commitment in, they are putting bodies on the line week in and week out. Yeah. And if you don't get the result, then that's not short of effort. It's not like they've just sat back or something. That's not happening at all. So no, we look forward to going to play at Pocklington next week.